I want us to be present with this one. We are going to be issuing out report cards.
Okay.
It is June. It is the halfway mark. It is a very crucial time in the PSL at the moment. I want us to, when we look at the PSL, and it's interesting for you because you're still playing.
Yeah.
I want us to give out report cards halfway through the season to say which club is getting an A, which clubs are looking at failing, where we have to now call your parents and it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Which clubs do we have to push to work harder because they're just not making it? And I'm looking at the log, right? And it's only fitting that we speak about one of the clubs that is represented here.
Yeah.
Number one, Orlando Pirates. You said that they excite you. They haven't excited you like this in a very long time. Number two, Mamelodi Sundowns. That in itself is a talking point. That's a shock,
Yeah.
right? Because it's unfamiliar territory. Number three, not surprising.
Adibahlawe.
Adibahlawe. You saw him. Patabane Bantwa.
Adibahlawe dinuku.
Askis. That is another one.
Yeah.
And then number four, Kaizer Chiefs. Positive,
Yeah.
because performing Kaizer Chiefs is always good for the country. It's good for the economy. I heard people say that crime
We
rates
can't
go
deny that.
down
Yeah.
when
we can't-
Chiefs are doing well.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. Relax.
And then like thunder strikes.
Then Thunder strikes. Kaizer Chiefs in number four.
Yeah.
These are the top performers in the class.
Yeah.
These are the ones that we are calling them in assembly and we are giving them certificates.
Yeah.
Figo, and I want to start with you. Top four in the PSL 2025, 2026. Who are you giving an A to and why?
Maybe let me honestly would give that to Pirates for where they are and what they've done the first half of the season.
2 trophies.
Winning 2 trophies, sitting top of the log. But again, it tells you that a league is a marathon. Pirates lost their first 2 opening games of the season.
And we were calling for the coaches
And then they went on to be undefeated in so many games, playing great football, not conceding goals. And, coaches will tell you that defense win you championships.
Yep.
And if you look at how they're going about their business, I think they deserve an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve an A. And if we're to give another team a B, it would have to be Skukule.
Okay.
Not Sundowns. I think Sundowns, in the past seasons, at this time of the season, the gap is huge.
We are saying
Yeah.
give them the league by
By this time, already. And
it's wrapped up.
yeah, so a B would then be for us Skukule. But for us, again, I think we need to be consistent.
Yeah.
How we started the season, again, maybe I think it should go back to, again, depth, I think we lack a bit of depth because if players like Makhala aren't on form, and then the team suffers a bit. Bradley is not scoring, the team suffers a bit. I also got injured, and then it also had a knock, in the team. So I think for us, and again, I think we've been a team that's always been on the brink of, winning silverware.
Yeah.
Never win the final of the Nedbank Cup.
You guys were bridesmaids a few times. Stroy.
But you remember was that incident on the all and there.
You remember that one.
The VR moment.
It's coming. It's coming.
But yeah, with us, I think if we can just be consistent.
Yeah.
And if you look at our 4 opening games of the season in Jan, those games will decide our season. Playing Stellies.
Karababush.
Stellies are suffering that time.
Lightning with the Stellies.
Yeah, so you look at, we're playing Stellies, we're playing Pirates, we're playing Sundowns, we're playing TS Galaxy. If we manage to get 9-10 points in those games, I tell you, we're speaking something.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think our season is going to be, done, not necessarily done, but based on how we play.
Sure.
And again, there won't be a lot of traveling because we're playing those games at home in Polokwane. So we'll be there. Yeah, Polokwane, Lightning. Yeah. We call the wheel to let the rain.
So Pirates an A, and you're giving Skukune
a B.
Yeah. I want to move over to those kids that are passing with 50%. They aren't failing, but they aren't passing with flying colors either. They are safe, and they might make it to the next grade. Brighton, I'm looking from number 5 to number 10. There's some interesting teams there. I just want to ask you, from those teams,
Yeah.
how do you rate them? What is their report card midway through the season?
Pass is a pass, so I'll just combine, especially.
Pass is a pass,
Listen, guys, I come from the OPE system.
not the 30%.
Yeah, that's why I was asking for him to add his caps so that I can. Sometimes when Teko is on
must
OPE,
add it.
you never make fleet. OPE. Fleet. You borrow this orange to Teko, the cap, he brings it back, and then I have 5 caps. Next episode, we'll be surprised we'll be having 5 caps. But again, I'm gonna combine them. The KZN teams, they impressed me the most. I think they showed their hand. They showed that they can be a force to be reckoned with. Amazulu obviously taking the lead when it comes to KZN clubs.
Yeah.
Richards Bay.
Personally, I thought they were dead and buried picking up the season. I didn't know whether they were coming or going.
With 100 million in sponsorship.
Shomomiela, whatever you're doing, my brother, I'm speaking very nicely about your team. Can the Thunder, the Lightning be, But yeah, I believe that's what they've been doing. They came out. They were one of the candidates. They were my candidates for relegation, beginning of the season. That's how struggling they were. And then they came out. Great performances as well. And then lastly, within those kids would be Oput Nation, Golden Arrows. There's something nice they're doing there, man. From the production side of things, there's a vibe, man.
There's
It's not
podcast.
just element. You can see there's a swag. And that swag is drumming off. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, those are the passing system.
Those are the okay. Teko, I wanna move over to you, where we look at the kids that we are worried about them. We have a list of possible failures.
Yeah.
The ones who are not progressing with us. And I don't know if it's something you have experience in, but it's it's happening there at the bottom. 5.6 points separate number 11 to number 16.
Yeah.
That's a worrying sign at this point.
Yeah.
Siwelele 11, Marumo Gallants in 12th, Orbit College in 13th, Stellenbosch in 14th, Magesi 15th, and last but not least, the club these two gentlemen played for, Chippa United.
Yeah. And then what are the marks? The marks? Am I giving or I'm just?
Yeah.
I guess for me the first one will be the very alarming one is cheaper. I guess I've been they've been lingering around that type of positions for so many years.
Has the luck run out?
I think it does. I think it has. Also, you look at how many times every season it changes coaches. And by doing that, which means you don't have any identity whatsoever to how the team needs to play. They never do well in the market. They always get loan players to come in and help them come every season. So it looks like, and there's no disrespect to Chipa Mpengas, but it looks like every year he finds the reason why the team needs to suffer.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's uncalled for. You look at them now, they're in a very difficult position. Even when you look at Chipa, you watch them, you don't see them as to how they win a game. Right.
9 points from 15
I know.
games.
No, listen, I was doing a cheaper game there with Cheese, my friend. No shot at goal. At some point, you're like, okay, Shap, how are you going to win a game? And they're changing coaching. Maybe Coach Villegas will do something, right? And I also guess maybe from that point of view, Orbit as well. Orbit are newcomers. Generally, when you get into the league, always the newcomers are always a surprising factor. Yeah. They're always going to be number 8 in Yana lingering because nobody knows how you play. Yeah. And your dark horse. And they never really took that tag that is Orbit. They're struggling as well. They took all the responsibility of ASO survivor to a guy that was emotionally broken, that is Saleh. Right? Yeah. And with that, it comes with a huge responsibility. And then the guy needs to find himself, fall in love again with the game, and they never did well in the market. So maybe January they might do something in the market, but just what's the market is, there's nothing. Right? I don't think there's enough quality players that are out there that are not playing for any team. So I think those two teams, if we're in the EPL, they're relegating 2 teams. I think Orbit and Chipa will actually be relegated. Magesi, you know what Magesi does? Magesi, you go to Sujiko there. They put their foot there on the net. They make it difficult for you to win. They might not lose, they might not win, but for you to win them there, they'll put the foot here. So it's a team that will struggle, but they'll survive. Yeah. Because they know how to survive. But I guess for Chipa, it saddens me because Chipa have always given us great players in the PSL.
for the fact that they're finding themselves there every season.
And they just bought the School of Excellence.
I was
Ah,
about to
come
say
on,
that it's
So cheaper and J, man.
But they'll come out. They'll come out, man.
You see sentiment.
So they're used to it.
Yeah.
We've been there, you know.
But that's the problem.
Second half of the
But
season.
how long can you ride your luck?
Man, you know what's the funny
You can
thing?
buy anything with
You know what it sounds like. It sounds like that abusive relationship. You're so used to it. There's nothing else that you know.
It's gonna get better.
It will get better.
get
Maybe
better.
let me not say hi. You know, let me wait for him to. It's that type of vibe when it comes to sheep. And I
Just
get
gonna offer bonuses, bro. Second half.
And then what happens after survival? You know what he does after survival?
he's like,
Coach, if they don't want to play, it's okay. Leave them. My team survived. Ronaldo Pirates and Sundowns. I can't play here next season.
yeah.
If he wants to leave, how are we getting into that? The money comes. It comes. You know. But I'm shocked again, Donald, when you're talking about those kids. Are you not worried about studies now?
No.
No one not worried about
No.
studies.
I'll tell you why I'm not worried about Stellies.
Yeah.
When you have kids in your team, we have inconsistency problem whenever it comes to kids, young players.
Sure.
And that's what's happening. And also the load also that they have from Africa as well. It doesn't do them any favors. And I think Coach Barker, maybe wherever he is, they need to make a decision as to then sacrifice continental football to survive here. And because they've got so many kids, they've got so many talented players, and I think they're going to lose one of the star players as well to Orlando Pirates. I don't know whether it's true or not, but it just they.
Must read Soccer Laduma for that one.
Okay, I don't have Wi-Fi. Are they online? So I guess also I think the biggest problem that Coach Steve Barker's facing is he sold all the quality players with no replacements. All the star
He's
players.
been getting away with it for a long
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
for a
think
long time,
I think this is a season that they gonna have to learn. They will survive, but it's the biggest lesson because I'll tell you why. Cape Town City went through the same thing. They never learned. They end up going out. You can't sell players without replacing.
But can they keep them again? Remember when the big clubs are calling for your signature?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like if me and Yaktengis, yes, I go and it's okay sharp. I want Figo, but okay, 15 bar, okay, 20. Within that 20, I need to be able to sign 3-4 players with that 20. Right.
But salaries again, because when you also sign players, remember again, you can only get quality and experience from the so-called big teams because they've got depth within their squads.
Yeah.
So when you get a player from Pirates, Chiefs, or Sundowns, how much are they earning a month?
Yeah, but
and then they come in.
And you know, Stellies have well documented. I wouldn't say a salary cap, but they don't pay more than a certain amount to keep things balanced in your team because no one is bigger than anyone.
then they'll be balancing them with the foundation.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen.
And there's
The scary part right now is that a lot of teams, especially the ones that Teko mentioned, there'll be a lot of penny buys, which was going to break now.
These ones that are failing. We're speaking about these.
Trust me, you know, January every time, right? There's penny buys. You start the season with, no, my salary cap is going to be this.
Yeah.
Then you listen to what Teko is saying and you're like, actually, he's right. I need to at least find a way to balance the squad and survive. How am I going to survive? I need to go to the market. And now going to the market means breaking the bank, breaking your rules.
Hey,
and
it's a catch-22.
it is.
Yeah.
That's-
now with that pennies buy, are you getting what's worth your money? And are you getting someone who's going to come in and hit the ground running in January? Because this one, it's always different when we have a long...
It's like a listoplast, in fact. You're just patching so that you can go on and be able to survive. So all the January market that a lot of the teams that are struggling in relegation trying to buy, they're not buying a player that is playing at Cocoon. They're buying a player that's on the bench. So therefore, you come in, you bring him in to try and help you survive, and you ask him to, to play in a certain way, but where he's coming from is not even playing. So it's always going to be that problem. But still, they never really take players from big teams to come and bring them there. So they always have a system that they found players. Yeah. But I'm just saying, okay, Sharp, if you've tasted continental football, you like it. It tastes nice. So now for you to be able to compete,
Sushi.
yeah, you can't be sushing with a fork. You need to have the chopsticks.
Sushi nice.
You know what I mean?
Let me
I still don't know how to use it.
let me ask you this yes or no question. Stellies, are they staying up?
Yes.
100%.
Figo,
Yeah, you're going to stay up.
they're staying up.
In fact, we need to go to the wine lands. You know what's happened after the games?
In the wine line.
Yeah, with grapes. We drink grapes.
Is that the reason why the grapes are finished? Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we do go to the wine lands, you are still with us on the Carwash 2.0. Please do follow us on socials. We are on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. Also, if you have questions for the legends, please drop it, and your questions can be played towards the end of the show. I want to move over to the next segment, and this one is a bit more personal, but it's a bit more lighthearted.
Okay.
Right? It's a quick fire thing, and it is called Things You Cannot Live Without. We have we have 4 categories.
Okay.
You don't need to explain why.
Yeah, just name
Just
them.
say what it is.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off. A football item you cannot live without. Teko.
Yeah, but you need to ask Figo because he's still playing.
Oh, but
Okay,
you played the
okay.
game.
Yeah, but it's a fair question.
Everyone saw the
Let me
yeah.
start.
Because you
I
still
think
play.
You still have to think,
We're not playing.
bro.
Okay,
Retired
okay.
10 years ago.
Let's switch it up. You couldn't live without. Let me say,
Yeah.
that you couldn't.
And then with me, I can't live without.
because I saw your top lip was a bit swollen, Teko. So I don't know if that is one of the things.
My friend, stay out of my business.
And you did say it's a touchy one.
Yeah.
Figo, top football item you cannot live without. Don't have to explain why.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is.
It's not a football item, but
Okay.
it's something I can't live without, which is the Bible.
The Bible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've always got to carry that. I think it's my armor. Besides the boots,
Amen.
you got to have the boots, but
Amen.
the Bible.
Okay.
Bible.
Yeah.
Brighton? Football item you couldn't live without? It's gloves. Gloves. Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Teko?
I guess it was boots for me.
Boots.
Always, yeah, a good pair of boots, nice colorway. Because I strongly believe that brought so much confidence into the way that I was playing football.
Favorite pair of boots ever?
The Pink Panthers, because of they were just 7 in the world, and I was part of the 7.
I remember. That was cornrows. Yeah, clock it. Yeah. That was cornrows, Teko Modise.
No, it was Teko Marisa.
Cornrows. Because we had different Teko Modises.
Oh,
Yeah.
We had cornrows, and then we had Teko.
You're the
We had more Teko.
Afro
And you knew which Teko was in fashion, judging by going to Kasi football on weekends. Because when there was cornrows Teko, a lot of the kids there, and then there was mohawk. And there was a time you went with the skin with the chicken.
Yeah.
And then that was, so that's why I'm asking, was it cornrows Teko?
I don't remember, yeah, but it was one of those areas, yeah.
With the
Yeah, it
pink,
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Next one, I'm going to start with you this time, Mr.
Okay.
Pink Panther. A guilty pleasure that you cannot live without.
Snooze.
Snooze. Okay. Brighton? I don't know if you're in the same WhatsApp group.
Are you still in football or just like
No. Now we've moved on from football. We are on guilty pleasures you cannot live without.
in general?
In general.
Yo,
Hey, I think I'm a foodie these days.
You're a foodie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have become
Yeah, but all of us will won't live without food.
No, you know.
But that one thing that when I have my last clipper,
Yeah.
or my last whatever amount, I'm gonna go and get that one because that is my thing. What's that for
It's
you?
a court, I'm fan.
You got that.
Yeah. I'm a foodie lately. But
But I'm looking at you, you're slender. You don't look like.
it's genetic.
no, listen, it goes all the way.
And okay. Vanaf,
In and out.
Figo.
But I'm going PBL. Can't you see?
I see.
With me, that's really a cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Yeah. I can't.
Yeah, I can see in his post every day in the morning. He has stuff.
like a
There,
card.
Cappuccino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite spot to get a cappuccino?
It depends which one's closer to training or just on the way.
Last cappuccino you
Yeah, but
It's
last one I had was at BP Garage. What's that? What's that store?
Wild bean.
Yeah, Wild Bean.
Okay,
Yeah, so I had that one in the morning. Yeah.
Match day superstitions, Brighton. I start with you. What is a game day superstition you couldn't live without?
Singing, bro.
Singing.
Yeah.
A quick
Think-
chore.
Singing. And I was one of the guys actually who used to sing in the dressing room.
Did you have a cock game if you didn't sing?
It was always not even if I didn't sing, because everyone brought me to sing to start a song, right? But when I look around, you have your players. When I look to my left and Donna's not singing, I become worried because I know that this is the man who's always in. It's like when you look at Figo, you know, we either would sing or dance, and when he's not doing all of those things, I'd be worried that, hey, and then that alone would just play in my head that it seems like we're not okay.
Figo? Match day superstitions?
I have to call my family.
you have to call
Yeah,
the
like
kids.
I have to call wifey, the kids, moms. Like I need to speak to them. If I don't speak to them, like I won't have a good game. Somehow I just won't have a good game. So the moment I get a call from, I give them a call, it just soothes my heart. I know that now it's game on. You can't do anything. And when they're on the stands, it's worse.
It's worse. Yeah.
Oh, even the passes are different. How you receive.
Even the celebration.
Like everything, yeah. No look, yeah. Like baby's here to watch you.
Yeah.
So why do you have to
you
watch,
put on the show?
look at the ball? You
Yeah.
watch it at the grandstands.
Teko, wrap it up for us.
I think it was headsets, man. I always have to listen to music. I think I really stopped being fascinated about singing in the dressing room because of what happened when we played. And we're just gonna be quick. What happened when we played Portugal? Yeah, we played Portugal, the national team. We were singing so much in the dressing in the tunnel. And it was cold. I'm on -2, bro. I'm a glove now. Cold. And Ronaldo and the Teko, they're looking at us like this. We were singing, but like, God, this one's we're gonna hammer them today. Hey, they hammered us.
And
I
then
was, I was like, this thing is taking us too much energy.
We're singing it.
I was thinking it.
What was the score?
I think it was 2. They beat us 2. I don't remember though, but we were playing in Switzerland. It was so cold.
But you were suffering.
Yeah, from that on.
singing.
Yeah. In fact, you know, we're playing against Ronaldo. You look at Ronaldo, that guy's tall. You look at Teko at the time was still playing for Barcelona. You know that Portugal, Pepe and all that. Yeah, you're like, this one's. After singing, I'm like, I'm not singing again. So even when I moved, went to Sundowns, like I think I started singing back when I was in Cape Town's city.
Yeah.
But I stopped because then I'll listen to my music and there's certain songs that I need to listen to just to have, and that's my life. Like when I wake up in the morning, I still have to. No, it just depends on the mood. There's always a song that really, get you in it, and that was the thing. So for me, if you look at all my pictures, it's either I'm in the bus sleeping, taking a nap, but I'm always listening to music. It has to be music all the time.
Hey, but guys, let's not stop singing.
You know, and it's always the same stories that Teko is saying. Because even with us, Kev, that's what happened. We in the bus, Al-Akhli's year, 2013, the final. Fine. We're busy singing, the t-shirts are off. Bro, by the time we go to the game,
You're tired.
me, as a keeper, I still have to shout. Keeper's progress is gone. Keeper.
But it's our thing. It's a
South African thing. If you're a player and you're watching us, please don't stop singing.
No, don't.
No, but they don't play Portugal. So.
Okay.
You know what,
This guy.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah, let's move on to one of my favorite sections of the show. It is where you guys, the fans, do get involved and you ask your questions to our superstar panel over here.
I love that.
We do have questions from Instagram and we have questions from Facebook as well.
Okay.
Right? So I'll start with this one.
Get off the Facebook.
And it's one that kept coming up. Vuyo from Instagram asks, I would ask Figo, why Utoga Amasket?
Fashion, bro.
It's fashion.
It's fashion. And fashion is an expression.
How's it?
Problem.
He rhymed! He rhymed, ladies and gentlemen!
So the problem I have with a lot of people don't understand that we don't all have to follow trends.
Sure.
And with fashion is wear something that you're comfortable in. Right. And
You're
with,
comfortable in a skirt.
yeah, and when I'm wearing a skirt and I feel confident,
Would you ever wear a skirt when you are with your wife and she's wearing a skirt?
before I leave the house and
she's the first
baby, you look good. Yeah, she understands.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sweat.
Legs.
So why not? And I've got the legs.
You've got the legs.
Is it the skater study rough dance? Or?
I know. I studied rough dance. And let's educate people. It's not a skirt. It's a kilt. It's a male skirt.
Okay. The Scottish one.
Yes, it's a male skirt because it's just below the knees, man. Yeah, anything above the knee. Now you skate study rough dance and also cash.
We have Deko who has asked a question for Teko Mudise. And his question goes as follows. I would like to ask how the relationship was between him and Dr. Ivan Khoza after he departed Pirates.
After I departed London Pirates, I don't think I ever had an opportunity to speak, especially on the Sundowns. We never really had an opportunity to speak to each other. I think when I was at Sundowns, I only met him once after winning the Champions League because he's one of the part of the delegates that actually met us at the airport. But one thing that I'll tell you though, which is something that I don't think I've actually spoken about in public like this. I did go to, I had a private meeting with him a couple of years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And the meeting was supposed to be 30 minutes. It lasted an hour, 2 hours. It was one of the best meetings I've ever had with him. And I think also for me personally, it was good for my soul because I asked to meet him.
Yeah.
It was good for me. And just to clear the air, now that in a matured state, I don't think I left the team in the right way.
Yeah.
And I went back to actually apologize as to the immaturity that I had because those were driven by emotions, even though I wanted to leave, but I could have left better. And I had that type of conversation, and ever since then, I think also it was part of growth for me. And to those that think maybe me and Orlando Pirates, ACL, there's no such thing. I never fought with anybody even when I left. I didn't fight with Dr. Khoza. And it's just that that's maybe because I've never claimed a legendary status to Orlando Pirates. People think maybe I don't. But to be honest, guys, I have won everything with the Mamelodi Sundowns team. The very same person that was cursed is uncursed now. So,
all right.
I am
the lightning has stopped. Yeah.
No, but the truth of the matter is, I am who I am because of Orlando Pirates. It's a fact. But I've won everything that I won in football because of Mamelodi Sundowns. You know what I mean? So I don't know what could have happened if I stayed. I don't know what could have happened if I joined a different team. But I'm not going to speak hypothetical. I'm speaking facts. I won the biggest trophies with Sundowns. I lost most of the trophies playing for Orlando Pirates. So for me is maybe that, from a fan's point of view, I don't have any beef with Orlando Pirates. I know what it feels like. Figo knows what it feels like. You know what it feels like to wear that jersey. One game, everybody knew who my name was. So I am who I am because of that club. And if I have to do it again, I will still play for Orlando Pirates.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Brighton, Danny Madenzo Moreo asked,
To offer them a says.
he asked, Brighton, how did you manage to come back as a keeper after you conceded many goals? I don't know if he's speaking about
The six.
No, it's that game. It's that game.
The one that
before you
Machine
answer, can I just say that?
resigned on air.
I did some research, and you played against Brighton twice. You've lost against them significantly. I think 5-2. As in both of you on the field at the same time, twice.
Yeah.
And then he won once, actually.
You won once.
I think when he was at Cosmos, he beat us.
Yeah.
They beat us.
It's Olin
cup
Park.
game, Olin Park.
1-0.
1-0, and then
They beat us 5
following day, a couple of days after that, we beat them 5. Yeah.
Teko, you played against Brighton 3 times.
No, but the training, he knows. I've got 1,000 plus team.
Okay.
Yo,
okay.
like
Why are we talking?
No, but we're speaking about official. Yeah. Facts, yeah.
Station.
Sure.
Because I thought no. We're speaking
about the one that is there. Yeah, the one that your grandkids can go and
Yes,
Google one day.
yes.
Yeah. My Opa
I
played.
like it. Continue there. I like where it's going.
You played against Brighton on 3 occasions, correct me if I'm wrong. And the record is quite even. Played 1, drew 1, lost 1. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brighton. I know.
No,
I
it can't
know you,
even just say also he never scored me and I took
and
man of the
never
match
scored you.
performance
Yes,
when he
yes.
was
When he was playing.
Yo. That's my time now to shine. Man of the match performance
And he's
when I
never
was playing.
scored against you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one
never
one
scored
vivid
against
one that I
Ito
think-
either.
I did once. With it, I scored once. I think it was the day that we won the league. It wasn't intentional. It was just a pass that I was trying to play to Kama and then it bounced.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember that.
So-
but against Brighton, you've never scored.
No, but the thing is, okay, to my defense, my defense,
Defend yourself, my man.
I've never been for me, I find joy in creating a goal.
Did you create against him?
I don't remember because
Yes.
he was not.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have.
Because Brighton.
Because that's as
Which
good
team
as
was he
a
playing
goal
for at the
for
time?
him.
Which team?
No. So
Which teams were they playing for at the time?
Adverse?
Pirates,
Pirates,
I played. So I played. I played.
I've never
Two
played well
games.
against Pirates. I've never.
Yeah.
I've never had a great game against.
No, there's one. There's one where he
I've never-
created.
Figo plays well against Pirates.
Yeah.
Every time he
And I'm surprised that dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen players that were so dope at other Pirates, and they move somewhere else, and when they play against them, they become cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was surprised. I'm actually still surprised.
Man
that
with the
Chibuzo-
tattoo, when he goes against him. performs.
Dude, okay, let me say this. You know, as a footballer, you're always gonna have your team that against this ones. Noma ngalala ngo-3.
Who do team? Yeah.
You understand? This one you'll perform. And I used to say that, and people used to give me stick about it. Like, man, there was 2 teams. Like, regardless of my form, on that day, I'm just a different person. Kaizer Chiefs, Morocco Swallows, forget. K Chiefs, and it be Chiefs, like people like, because you hate it because you never played for Chiefs. No. I play for Pirates. I never got no regrets, but I'm saying there's teams that you enjoy because of the fan base that they have. And also, you know,
shut them
yeah,
up.
and I'm gonna say this again. Yeah, and also I'm gonna say this again because there was a lot of comparison. You know, when I was playing, there was a lot of comparison. Like, Figo's not better than Don, or what, and I like those. Yeah. And for me, because I didn't have a voice to be able to compete and brag about certain things outside the pitch, because those things, they never fascinated me. Right? Yes, I'll drive a nice car, but it wasn't who I am. Yeah, live in a nice house, but that's not who I am. Who I am, it's this thing. This 4 lines. You know what I mean?
4 lines.
And I used to tell players that, guys, we can brag about all these things. But there's one thing that you're not going to beat me at around these 4 lines. Compete with me there. Don't tell me about you've got a nice cheek. My cheek is limping. It's got kiss. I don't give a shit about that. But on those 4 lines, that's where to go there. No, but I'm just saying.
No, go there.
Yeah.
Go deeper, Papa.
No, but my thing is like, the only time that I could, because I grew up as a shy kid, right? And the only time I could have some sort of control or arrogance was on those lines. I was the most arrogant, but not in speaking. You'll never hear me chap. It's very minimal. Yeah. But I knew who I was before anybody can tell me who I was. Even though maybe at the time when I wasn't anybody, but I kind of knew who I was. For the fact that I could practice having signatures in the class, playing Gussie football, I knew I was going. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was practicing those things. Yeah, but I knew I was going. But the thing is,
were you in the failing group at that time?
Yes. No. Man, listen to me in the way I see it. So my thing is like we played against each other, maybe one way or another, right? And there's a lot of players that only understands me now after retiring because they're seeing a lot of similarities within the players that are playing right now. I was called arrogant back then. Do you know why I was arrogant? Because you are playing football for a different reason than I do.
Yeah.
You playing football because you look nice, you're good. I'm playing football for survival.
Wow.
I'm not playing it because my salary it's split in so many ways that if I don't do this well, there's no plan B.
The world collapses.
You know what I mean? So the arrogance was there. As to then who dresses well, okay, it's fine. But also what I like, I just also want to give you flowers. The I don't want to say the era, because now it looks like now I'm that old dopey. But the thing is, like, you guys, the Figo, the group that you guys had, I remember when they started, like, especially on the social media thing, they used to get a stick, like, cool and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you this, bro, my guy. You gave a personality, you allowed fair or players to actually be able to express themselves outside of the game. Yeah. Because people still think, and you know what I hated when I was still playing, for somebody to bump into me in the street and still call me a player. I'm not wearing football kit. I'm not a player. I am Teko. I've got a different personality on the pitch, and off the pitch, I'm a different person. And if the system never allowed us to be expressive in that way. The reason why I like wearing clothes, it's my form of expressing because I didn't have a voice. Yeah. The way that I played football, it was my way of expression because I can't be having press conference. Dude, I was the most criticized player till date in South African football. I never had a chance to have press conferences, I never had. The only way that I used to do it, come weekend, let me go fucking kill it. You know what I mean? And the Figos and them, they because of also the social media allows them. It's so nice to see players with the personality. I love players with the personality. Yeah. I love seeing a player, you go into a game, your hair has changed. It's a personality thing. Guys own it. Yeah. Now, instead of being rigid, you know, the last time I was too serious about the game, too focused. We lost. You know what she said to me? It was Dane Clade's birthday. A day before we played, I was playing for Supersport. We're playing Paris the next day. So Supersport, when Peter was there, we never used to camp. So we're there, Dane Clade's party there. We're drinking Red Bulls in the mines. We focused. Figgy look cheese. Cheese will forgive me. Cheese boy, I'm going to figure that because we're still playing in the under 23 together. Cheese
with the
cheese with the with the Ronaldo kid.
Ronaldo, yeah.
Cheese says to us, "Hey, you guys are too focused. Hey, focus, drinking Red Bull. We're going to beat you tomorrow." And Cheese is like drinking, and I'm like, this one's we're talking there because Supersport, the old age group. We're playing the next day, 3:30 or 3 o'clock at Loftus. Guess what happened? This fucker came in as a substitute. He scored 2. We stopped drinking Red Bull from that day. No, I still drink Red Bull.
Yeah.
But things changed. But also, like, it's what makes you you. Because he was so expressive, but we thought it was arrogance. But he was. He knew who he was. And what Linda, you guys are doing it. I can see Linda. I can name a lot of guys. But I'm just going to give you flowers because I think you are the gate. You actually open those type of gates to say, guys, it's okay to express yourself. Now people are looking at you. When somebody says Lindam Dam, it's like, okay, you're guys. Now you've added on into the season, not just be a footballer. When you look at, we can also go back to music. We can say when you name Oskambo, oh gosh, you add on to that. Gone are those days of okay, you've been scared to express yourself, and that for me, my biggest expression is that now that I've retired, that's my go-to. Like guys, space. I love clothes. If the day that I'm gonna go broke, it's because of clothes. I love.
But you see, again, I think it goes back to the DM I sent you. We need to also give credit and kudos to
To the ones who start, yeah.
Yeah, and I told Donna, we did a case study of him and David Beckham when we did the PSL transition course that was held by at Gibbs, PSL and Maldicho.
There, but you were graduate.
Yeah, that was Dr. Ivan Khoza's vision, So he put us in a program that allowed us to understand that we are more than just footballer. And the program allows players to be marketable.
Yeah.
Because I always say this to people that not all players, do you want to tell me that we all misuse money? No, why are all former players broke? It means the system is not designed to allow players to transition well after football. So if you look at the class of 2022 in that transition course, we saw Vilagazi. What is he doing now? There's Itumile Nkune. What is he doing now? There's Vince right? There's myself and many others that I can mention. Sure. That have come from that transition that just opened our thinking and just broadened how we look at life to understand that there's just more to football. Remember, we are footballers for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So what happens to the 22 and a half hours left in the day? Are you just going to sit there, play PlayStation and just try to fit in and avoid people criticizing you for you being you?
Yeah.
That's the problem that's happening with a lot of footballers. I told Donna the other day, I said, you took the criticism, you paved the way for us to run. Today we run it.
Yeah, but
So you have people praising us and he's also saying, I'm giving you flowers. But we are able to run because he took all the criticism. Hey, Donna is a model. He's not focused on his football. Every time results don't go their way, he gets all the passion. 2010 World Cup, things don't go in. It's the McDonald's, it's this and this. But that showed us that at the end of the day, what are we going to do? When are we going to have that level playing field? Because overseas players are living that life.
Because that's where the life is, man. That's what I figure. Like we of course the system is the system is bad.
Yeah, because also it's not a conversation that I can just cut. Yeah, it's something that has to be said.
Part of what I was about to say, what Shreya was saying, it talks about reinventing and knowing yourself and believing in yourself because people will still talk, whether we like it or not. You do good, they'll talk. Whether you do bad, they'll talk. But the sad part, maybe just before I hand it over to Donna, is that you are in a position where you hold your destiny in your own hands.
Yeah.
So it's up to you whether you're going to succumb to the pressure, you're going to succumb to people who are saying a lot of things about you, or you're just going to say, I know who I am and this is where I'm headed. And I think from hearing the gents, what they're saying, that's what they did. And in hindsight, I think also that's what I got to do after my injury when I was like, do I sink and wait for someone to come and save me? Or do I just rise up and reinvent and just continue going?
Because you are still 34. You could have been way out there. It's
Because like I said a little bit earlier, it's just to also maybe have a space as well as to then how then do we educate the ones that are still playing. Yeah. I would like to believe that maybe many might disagree, but many might agree as well. Not everybody should be, after retiring football, become a coach and analyst and all that stuff. And I've always said that for South African football to be able to elevate, to get to greater heights, we need former footballers in administrative positions. And so for footballers that I really, really love, books that want to go to school and all that stuff, I think that's the position that they're able to carry us. You don't have to dress nice. You don't have to be on Instagram. You don't have to do what I do. It's my passion. When you look at me on Instagram, you can see nothing is forced. It's who I am. And I've been like that before Instagram. Those who know me, they know me. But just that once it became an Instagram thing, you getting criticized. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
And I'm a human being. Sometimes it gets to me, sometimes it doesn't. But the thing is that the same arrogance that I had on those 4 lines, the same arrogance that helps me outside of football, even right now.
That's why we have you here.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, for me to be, you must understand, like I said, like, at some point I was the most criticized. Ridiculous things were written about me for months and months. That sometimes I wish that, and Mandela was sick at the time. I was like, oh, can somebody? Yeah, I'm like, Mandela's sick. Can we speak? It was just me all over the recycling the same stories. But what I'm saying is like within those things, still, I am here because today I am here involved with bigger brands, bigger corporate brands where no footballers are actually being in those type of spaces. We're having conversations with the CEOs. You sit in the boardroom, people are taking out laptops, hey, backspace, delete, what. But it's because where I'm doing right now, I know there's a lot of footballers that will be able now to own buildings. And it's for us that are being given this type of opportunities to do well so that it creates easy opportunities and easy avenues for the players that are coming in. If I fuck up in my position, the corporate company like footballers are shit. Gone are those days where footballers used to be labeled as guys that just run after this round thing, they're dumb. Nobody speaks about that anymore because people realize that we're actually smart. So now within us who have been given opportunity by the Lord himself, being in the good position that we are in, of course we have our own demons, we have our own struggles as well. But of the fact that we're still surviving and we're here, I want to see Timbazwane thrive. I want to see Relem Fokeng thrive. I'm not okay, those are the two that comes to mind. I'm not comes to mind. But the players, I want to see footballers thrive. We can't. My thing was I wanted to surpass what Dr. Kumar did, and it's not because I don't like Doctor. Doctor's my childhood hero, but because he was the benchmark for me.
Yeah.
Doctor still today he's marketable.
And he's almost 60.
I don't know. Lucas in there. You know what Lucas had a marketable. You know what I mean? So for me to be in this space to say, guys, I've worked with so many brands within my career in South Africa. I don't think there's any brand that I've never worked with. I've worked with so many brands, but for the fact that, but still, I still make my mistake, but I still come back. So players now that are playing now, don't be scared to make mistakes because that's the only way that you learn. But don't do those things intentionally. But understand that your brand, you see the name that you carry whenever you play every single day, that's your brand. You know how many people that you represent with just that name?
Yeah.
You're not just representing yourself. You're representing that clan that you're coming from. And then in front, there's always going to be a jersey that the team that you're playing for. You're representing even the lady that cleans for the team. A kit man. So just as players sometimes become reckless, they're thinking, yeah, this face will this thing it'll fade away and they fix on your ball. Like gone are those days. Things now stay longer on the internet. And what I'm trying to say is like, guys, there's money outside of football. There's more money outside of football.
And which position afraid to?
Position yourself. I'm here. I'm still going to say I am here. I want to have a conversation with guys, not just what's happening outside of football. It's just in football as well. That's why I said a little bit earlier on, I just hope South Africans, we're not going to do what you did to me to Rele. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know if I was strong enough to be able to come out, but I did. But I've seen players that I played with in my era, even the era before me, that had a quaternion of issues that I had. They were unable to come back.
Crumbled.
So with guys that are playing football right now, just understand that outside of football, beyond the World Cup, beyond AFCON, there is something that is called life. There's a reason why footballers, when they retire the first 2 years, they go into depression. Is because they didn't plan.
Yeah.
There's a reason why footballers now retire on social media, because they don't want to retire. They're scared to say, I am retired, because it is a fear that of something that you've been doing since 8 years old. Now all of a sudden, I must stop.
Hey.
And it's that is a problem. Players, trust me, that age 36, 35 is going to come. When you're 27, 28 now, start planning your life. And it's not as difficult as people may think it is. It is not.
On that bombshell. Oh, what a way to end it all. Something.
Love it, Donna.
And on that bombshell, we have come to the end of our episode. That is all we have for now. Good thing is that there's 9 more of these. This was episode 1 of the Carwash 2.0. Thank you so much to my guest, Teko Modise.
And can you put me on camera before our next episode? We're all wearing suits. Thank you.
Yay. Heard it from the man inside. Are you ready? Ready. That's it.
Don't bring the one that you use for your wedding. The silver ones. The one that looks like Hardale.
The virus ones.
But I still have that one. Hey?
Thank you so much for watching. Please do drop us your comments. We are on socials, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Thank you so much for watching the Carwash 2.0. See you on the next episode. Away.
Master